Hey guys, has this lockdown made you lose track of your fitness goals? Are you starting your resolution for 2021 and you want to lose weight but need some help? Introducing my affordable workout plans for men and women. With packages starting at $5, this offer can't be beat. Go to radicallatino.com to find out more. Hey guys, do you have a product you want more eyes on? Advertise with the Radical Latino Show with over 10K podcast downloads and the number 25 spot on the 55 All Latin podcast list. You'll want your product heard on everyone's phones and cars. Go to radicallatino.com/contacts and start advertising today.
Playing the Radical Latino Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands in the air for New York's very own.
Radical.
Latino is taking you to another level.
I think there's more radicals than Stevo. Radical Latino, you're buffing it. The radical point of views, I think his views are actually more dangerous.
Yo! What up? It's your boy Radical. You heard? Number 17 on All Latin Podcast, aka number 24 on All Bronx Podcast Influencer YouTube list, and number 60, actually number 60. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Unsuable for 60th weeks running. What's going on? I hope everybody is enjoying 2 weeks that I've been off. I hope everything is going great. I want to give a huge shout out to y'all. Huge Don DeMarco for all of y'all, all my new listeners and all that. First of all, before I even want to start anything, I took 2 weeks off because of this whole new look, this whole new aesthetic, how I'm doing it. For the people that are just listening to the podcast, I am now gonna start doing it visually, like I said when I started this whole thing. I'm gonna start doing visually. I got 2 4K cameras, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to me. But yeah, I'm gonna start doing it visually, and I wanted to, up my game and all that. So that's why y'all see the wall, and all that other stuff. So definitely a huge shout out to y'all. Shout out to the show and all that. And before I start anything else, I want to shout out my new sponsor, my new sponsor, Rad Fit Pro. I got 2 CBDs right here, you know what I'm saying? Check them out. This one is Cleopatra and this one is Ogun. These 2 CBDs, one is 17 milligrams, the other one's 500 milligrams. You could definitely go check them out at radfitpro.com. Use promo code RADICAL for 10% off. Now, these CBD products are not to get you high. They're not to get you all messed up and all that. But these 2 CBD products is for everything. For stress, wellness, weight loss, fitness journey. If my fat ass could take it, so can y'all. You know what I mean? But definitely go check them out. Is at radfitpro.com. Code word radical for 10% off. And they told me to just give a breakdown of what this thing is. Basically, it's cannabis oil off the cannabis plant, and it's non-THC. You feel me? But remember, everybody's body's different, so different doses are going to be different for each person. So definitely, you gotta just test it out. You know what I mean? Just test it out and see, test and prove to see what dose is good for you. You know what I'm saying? So definitely go check them out. Radical for 10% off. Link down below. And if this is on the podcast section, just go to the details section and definitely go check them out. Now, definitely go stay tuned and look forward for more content for your boy. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely going to bring out more content. I'm definitely going to bring out more things that you guys are gonna definitely like. Also, the whole petition about not having Latin people or Hispanics or Latinx as a label in the media is still down below. Definitely go support. We need 1,000 signatures, so definitely go support. Right now it's close to 700 something, so definitely go support. You know, it's definitely for a great cause. We're talking about being decolonized in the system of white supremacy, so this is definitely a part of it. This is definitely a huge part of it, so definitely go support, guys. Link down below. Now for the merch, that joint is gone. It's already done mid-October. Thank you everybody for you know, buying the new designs and all the merch that was available. Good looking. Thank you very much, guys. The most popular one was the Mexican one, like it's in my DNA, Mexican, and the Latin fist bump. That was the most popular one. So definitely look forward to that next year. I'm gonna bring it out in the summer. This year I did it kind of late, you know, because of other issues or whatever the case is. The link wasn't working or whatever the case is. But this next year I'm definitely gonna have it for the summer, so it's gonna be a summer run. I don't have them running all the time, so definitely go check it out for next time. This time y'all asked out, you know what I mean? I got a lot of people hitting me up, yo, I get paid next week. Nah, it is what it is, you know what I mean? So yeah, the merch is basically, you know, gone now. Couple of things I gotta address real quick. Couple of people I have to address right quick. You know what I'm saying? So these 2 weeks that I've been gone, right? It's been very interesting because since I've been gone, I felt like people were missing me. I don't understand what's the whole thing about. People making videos about me. I haven't even responded to them. People putting my name in their mouth that doesn't even need to be there. Okay. And a lot of buffoonery and foolishness, you know what I'm saying? You know, going into the whole thing. So let me just say real quick. Let me just say something real quick. Live stream participations, right? I open up the panel to anybody who wants to speak their mind and participate in these live streams, no matter who it is. I don't care who it is, right? The only thing I ask is not to troll and don't be disrespectful. That's it. Don't troll, don't be disrespectful, but you pretty much could say anything you want. And if you want to get challenged, okay, sure, whatever. You know, not by me, but other panelists that either disagree with your stand, right? Now, I've never held my tongue on who I don't want around or whatever the case is. I've never been shy about it. And it's kind of interesting that certain people will think I have an issue with them when I never made it public that I do. Everybody pretty much knows who I have issues with. You know, either Rancho, Chivo. That's pretty much Cam. Yeah, but he's a nobody. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. You know what I mean? I don't have no issues with anybody else. To me, it's like whatever. You feel me? The thing is that if you're trying to get on the stream and StreamYard is now allowing me to get you on the stream because your device is not being connected, that's not me lying about it, homie. That's because the device is not connected. It's not that I don't want you there. It's not that I don't want you to participate. It's not that I have an issue. No. I have no reason to lie about that. No reason whatsoever to lie about that. The fact that this person believes that I have to lie about that is kind of stupid. Not trying to be disrespectful, but that kind of mentality puts you into like a category of you're thinking higher than what you really are. You know what I'm saying? You're not that interesting or serious for me not to have you there, or from, you know what I'm saying? Again, I'm not gonna put this person's name out. They know who they are, you know. But if I'm not able to put you onto a live stream to participate, that's not on me. That's on your shitty device. That's basically it. You know what I'm saying? So just want to get that out the way, right? Now, another person that I want to address right quick. He goes by a currency name, which he's not even close to even the value of that currency, right? Talking about free speech, I'm blocking them and stuff like that. Yeah, homie, you've been blocked. Why? Because you're a drug addict that doesn't bring anything to the table in discourse when it comes to discussions. Yeah, you're blocked. I don't need to bring you on a platform when we're talking about real stuff, and then out of nowhere you just go off the wall saying some other stuff that has nothing to do with the conversation at hand, and you're just there to stir things up. I don't need that. I'm good. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? My live stream numbers so far have been showing I'm good. I don't need you around there, homie. You know what I'm saying? Instead of naming yourself a currency, you might as well name yourself after something you do on a constant basis. Maybe dog food. I don't know. Maybe call yourself heroin needle. You know what I'm saying? Something different, you know, than just a currency that you ain't even close to the value of. Listen, if somebody would take a hit out on you, they'll pay less than what the currency is valued for what your name is. You know what I'm saying? Trust me, they'll pay. Actually, they'll probably do it for free. You know what I'm saying? They'll probably do it for free. You feel me? Because they'll be like, yeah, nobody's gonna care. Trust me, it's not gonna be that serious. I take bums out the street anytime. You know what I mean? So relax, okay? And you've been putting my name in your mouth literally for no reason. Okay, it is what it is. At the end of the day, I got something going on. You know what I'm saying? For myself. You're just in the halfway house. It is what it is. But anyways, one thing that I do want to address that he keeps on bringing up, which is kind of funny because there's something that's been happening for the last 2 weeks already, right? He keeps on bringing up a live stream that I had recently talking about is Black Love Toxic, right? That the title of that stream, extremely controversial. I knew exactly what I was doing, and it generated the clicks that it needs to generate. You know, it's not a secret. You know, people definitely do controversial clickbaity titles to get the type of reaction in order for people to tune in. You know what I mean? The thing is, I didn't name it is Black Love Toxic and then out of nowhere go do a 2-hour stream just you know, saying every stereotypical untrue thing about black folks. You know, I didn't even do that. Open conversation. These are type of things that I actually want to talk, right? Now, there was an incident during that stream that this person who calls himself a currency that isn't even close to being that value, right? He took it upon himself to basically big up a small thing that wasn't that serious, right? A certain black individual came in and started checking me, rightfully so, on the stream because the title of just the title, and he was going in on me, because he didn't hear the first part of the stream. And I pushed back, but I let him talk. And then throughout the stream, I told him, hey, yo, you did all these accusations and stuff, talking about Hispanics are this, Hispanics are that. You know what I mean? I flipped it on him to the point where when he was talking about the black manosphere and stuff, I'm like, is all black manosphere, represent black folks? You know what I'm saying? Now, then he started to actually see what I was talking about and apologized. It seems like this person who calls himself a currency, who isn't even part of that value, seemed to ignore that and just big up what's the little small spat that me and this person had. It is what it is. But because of that, a old video started making their rounds, because I want to give a big shout out to Pocho. Shout out to you, because if it wasn't for Pocho, I wouldn't even known about this Martinez perspective, or Mendez perspective, guys, or Martinez or whatever, right? I put out a Spanish video, right? A Spaniard basically saying that I don't know why you Latin people call yourself Spanish, because you're not, right? So it's a really big hit on some of these Hispanistas and all these other people, right? Really big hit on their ego, because Zaddy is telling you that he doesn't even want you at the table. I get it. You guys were born, were born with, single mothers. I get it. Y'all guys got daddy issues. I totally understand that. Totally fine. The thing is that just because this dude is telling you what it is, don't take it out on me. Alright? Take it out on your zaddy. That's all I gotta say, right? That's all I gotta say. So, with that being said, this dude, Antonio and other folks put out a video of a black person that I already had an interaction with on Tina's live stream, coming at me saying that I'm not black and all this other stuff, and I'm gonna address all of that, right? That I'm not this, I'm not that, blah 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 blah. Okay, so let me just break down why this individual, who's a dust bucket, coon dude that don't know what the hell he's talking about, right? Let me just break it down real quick, right? So the discussion that me and this individual had was on Tina's stream, and one of the topics was the one drop rule, right? In that stream, he said the same thing, the same dumbass thing that he said on that video, that mixed people are their own race.
Mix is not a race. Yes, the fuck it is. I know it ain't accepted because black people are saying it or whatever. Yes, it is. I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, you're right. You can't represent two races. Yes, because when you come together with be the black, white, it don't matter if it's Asian, black, it don't matter if it's Asian and white. You are a whole new race. You mix. You're a whole new race. You're not representing two other races. You're a whole new race.
Now, you guys heard that, right? Okay, I'm not making things up. This is what he said. I pushed back on it because him and someone else were saying that mixed people are their own race, and we should only hook up with the black Latin people because they're black. But that doesn't make sense, because black Latin folks are mixed also, so they're not black. They're their own thing, according to you. I pushed back on it on the live stream because it doesn't make sense. And because he's too brain dead. He was missing my point on the one drop rule, which I agree with somewhat, but I was taking it to another place. Check this out. My thing is that there's no such, the way I see it, there's no such thing as mixed. Because the reason why, I'm gonna tell you why. The reason why I say that there's no such thing as mixed is because usually people, when they say, "Oh, I'm mixed in this, I'm mixed in that," it's another way to just get out of blackness. It's just another way just to say, well, I'm this and this and this, and I'm Dominican, Cuban, and Spanish. And then you're like, well, you look black as hell. So what are you trying to tell me?
No,
You know what I
you're
mean?
complaining.
So
You're complaining.
that's how I see it, because based on the one drop rule, you could simply just say, well, you got X amount of black blood in you. That would mean that your race is black.
No.
So how come
But
that
some
would be the
people,
case?
some people
Well,
would take
you're
that and run with it. People will take it and run with that.
Well, yeah. So if that's the case, then that means Xtina shouldn't be calling herself black or Afro Latina. If that's the case, right?
Radical has a point.
If that's the case, if we're talking about the one drop rule is BS and all that other stuff, then you should have never even said, well, I like Afro Latinos to come around us and all that other stuff. If that's the case.
Wait, you said that I shouldn't call myself black?
No. What I'm saying is, if that's the case of taking away the one drop rule, that would mean no one should be calling themselves Afro Latinos or Afro Latinas. No one should be even caring about what shade you are of Latin to come around black people, if that's the case. Because in the beginning of it, Maya said, I like the darker skinned Latinos to come around us, not the white ones. So if we're taking away the one drop rule, that will be eliminated. You see how the hole gets punched in? Now, because I was taking it to another place, right? You could see that somebody agreed with me, because what I was saying was making sense. What he was saying was just a bunch of mumbo jumbo nonsense that didn't add up to anything. Talking about mixed people are their own race. Okay, mixed people are their own race. Let's go with that. Barack Obama, right? How come Barack Obama was called all type of niggas and monkeys and all this other stuff when he was the president? I thought he's not black. I thought they're their own race. So what's up with that? You tell me. I don't know. I might be mistaken. You tell me. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make sense. Now, let me just address the whole black thing that I classify myself, right? I come from a black father, basically like Dominican Renaissance, but blacker than that, right? All right. I come from an indigenous mother, right? Come together, you get my annoying ass, right? In America, indigenous people were labeled as black and indigenous. That word black was interchangeable between black folks and Native Americans. That's the main reason why I call myself black. That's it. It's no ifs, ands, or buts about it or anything mind-blowing. That's one. Two, the other reason is because in America, Latin folks are classified as white. Correct? Even if you're dark like Wesley Snipes, they find out your last name is a Lopez, you're classified as white. You know what I'm saying? There's plenty of examples. I don't even have to bring it up. Y'all could go look it up yourself, right? So because of that, I go, no, that's BS, and I classify myself as black. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of Latin people that like to classify themselves as white. I don't gotta say who they are. It is what it is. But that's on them, even though they're wrong. But it's all right. They zaddy don't want them around, so it is. Right? So I just find it hilarious how some of these people try to use this coon that doesn't represent the black community, talking about, oh, we represent who the hell black. Stop. Shut up. You don't know what. First of all, there's been plenty of Latin people coming at me since I started talking about I'm not Dominican, I'm not Latino and all that. Does that make it true? No, it don't. Stop it. Shut up. What you're saying doesn't make any sense. It sounds good on paper. You know what I'm saying? It sounds good on paper, but it doesn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make sense. Go back to your little Starbucks job and all that. Talking about mixed people are their own thing and all this other stuff. Go do that. You do that. That's why his video was got more views than any other thing. His video about me got more views than any other thing on his channel. It is what it is, you know. Anyways, so also I'm working with a new sponsor outside of the CBD sponsor. I'm working with a new sponsor, but we're just talking right now. And they came up with a great idea. They said, hey, what if we do a raffle to have some of your listeners win an iPhone 13 Pro? And the raffle will consist of a $25 entry fee, and they have to pick a number from 1 through 100. Just pick one number, and you hold on to that one until the revealing date of that number. If somebody already picked that number, you can't pick that same number, obviously. You know what I'm saying? So I'm still trying to work out the things. I don't know if that's a good idea. I don't know if it's not. Let me know in the comments down below if that's a good idea. I'll try to make everything transparent as I can be. But let me know if that is a good idea. If that's what you guys are down with. That's what you guys want. I don't know. Just let me know. You know what I'm saying? So anyway. So let's go back to last week's episode and read some of the comments. It was a little crazy, I'm not gonna lie. You know, the last week episode I interviewed Universe Trip. You know what I'm saying? That was episode 159. If you guys want your episode comment read, go to my YouTube channel, episode 160. Down in the comment section, write your comment, and that will be that, right? Mr. Z says this lady's literally used white conservative, racist talking points, white liberals talking points, feminist talking points, etc. All the attempts to insult black men under the guise of conservative criticism and stating facts. This lady is a chocolate dip white racist feminist. I've never heard that before. A lot of people will agree with him. A lot of people will disagree with him. You know, I saw it the way I saw it is that she was bringing her concerns into the table, and also, you know, I felt like it was a little too crazy. I was like, all right, you know, like fall back a little bit. You know what I mean? But she did raise up some salient points to the point where that's the reason why I had that stream, and I really wish she would have been a part of it. But she raised some salient points. Again, she has her own channel. Go hit her up and see if you guys could, you know, talk to her or something, you know. Miss H says this was a great interview. Thank you very much, Miss H. It's crazy how men and women from other groups get so emotionally invested when it comes to black women's dating choices and preferences, especially the ones who have had failed, unsuccessful relationship themselves. UT can talk about her community and it's nobody's business. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, she could talk about her community, and that's true. Truth Teacher says, shout out to Truth, when all you got is BS talking points with no facts to back it up, all that's left with insults and insults to come back with. Yeah, that's true. I don't know what he was directing it towards, but okay. Stone Decatur says this one is a head scratcher. Yeah, yes. It is. I am not going to disagree with you. Yes, it is. So remember, guys, if you guys want your comments read for next week, go down below to the episode on the comment section, write your comments, and that'll be that. You know what I'm saying? Now, it's not a first topic, but kind of is a little bit. But anyway, I put up a picture on Instagram, right? Somewhat controversial, right? I put a picture up on Instagram, and it basically the heading for those who aren't seeing the YouTube thing, a visual podcast come see it. For the audio listeners, go to my podcast under this episode. Definitely go see it. So, who is the most stupid here, right? That's the headline. There's a tree with 4 people on it. There's one, each branch had 2 people on it. There's one person sitting on the far end of the branch getting the branch where he's sitting on getting sawed off. There's another person on the lower branch sawing off the other person that's sawing off the other branch of the other person, right? And the last person sawing off a branch that they're sitting down on, right? So on top, I put black people, Latin people, whites and non-whites, right? I put those. And I got some interesting comments. I want to read them real quick before I head to the thing. Thinker says, yes, they are all in the bad place, okay? But number 3 will still be sitting at that tree. The others are going down. And that is 100% true. The reason why is because I put whites as number 3 is because they secured their position. We have to be aware of this for 1 second. They secured their position on the tree. And what is this? What does the tree represent? And mind you, I made this to be political, by the way. What does the tree represent? Benefits. The system. That's what it represents. It represents something that everybody's trying to obtain and screw everybody else over. Now, she said, you know, number 3, which is whites, will stay secured on that position, which is 100% true. Now, this next comment is very interesting. She says, notice how the black guy doesn't have a saw and isn't trying to cause harm to anyone. And that was the point why I made number 1 black, representing black folks. This is the reason why I did. Politically, black folks have had their arms open to anyone to come into the community. Anyone to come in and help them. Black folks have been the most humble group. They even helped us fight certain political fights and all that. For what? For other non-white people to come in and screw them out, undermine them and all that. Come on. That's the reason why, you know what I'm saying? And let's be honest, I put number 2 as Latin people is because Latin people love screwing over and talking down on black folks like they ain't the same. Like Latin people ain't the same. That's the reason why I put whites as number 3, obviously. Look what number 3 is doing. He's screwing over black and Latin people. So as we're trying to screw over black folks in order to get close to whiteies, Whitey is screwing us over either way. You know what I'm saying? This is a very political thing that we have to really watch out for. This picture right here says a lot. Number 4, non-white people screwing themselves over. It's always been that way. I don't even have to explain it, but it's always been this way. Always been this way. White folks have always tried to screw everybody else over. White folks have always tried to put themselves in a better position than anybody else and have us infighting against one another. It's always happened. It's always happened. You know what I'm saying? So tell me what you guys think on this picture right here. Let me know what your thoughts are. All right, so let's move on to the next topic. You know what I'm saying? Dave Chappelle trans controversy. Oh my god. All right, so has anybody seen The Closer? the Dave Chappelle stand-up special. I don't even know if it's a stand-up. It's pretty much social commentary at this point. You know what I'm saying? But either way, have you guys seen it? And I'm going to go. And by the way, everything that I speak about, there's going to be links to the articles down below. Okay. So, Dave Chappelle. I'm gonna say, first of all, there's a couple of ways I'm gonna tackle this. I'm gonna say that what he said, what he's, you know, all his specials and stuff, I'm gonna say he's right. He's 100% right. The outrage, so I'm gonna just say the fake outrage. I'm gonna just keep it real. The fake outrage that he's receiving right now, I see it the way that it's proving him right. Everything that he said on that comedy special is proving it's proving Dave Chappelle correct. One, trust me, I am not trying to say that trans people shouldn't feel the same way how other regular people should feel. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that they don't have a voice. I'm not trying to say all of that. What I'm trying to say is very, very, very simple. That he is correct on two things. One, gender is a fact. The way you identify as that gender, that's when it's fluid. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. The way they say there's more than two genders, dude. There's more than two genders. There's only women, men, and if you want to go there, non-binary. That's meaning I don't want to compute. I don't want to choose a gender, but that's still two genders. You're choosing not to choose two genders. If there's more than two genders, let me know. Why don't y'all pick that? You know what I'm saying? Don't say pansexual is a sexuality. All of these other genders, I see them as sexuality. That's all it is. There's only two genders. So one, gender is a fact. And two, that the LGBT community has been beaten down on the struggles and the progress of black folks. He's 100% right about that. 100% right about that. Everything that Dave Chappelle said on that special, he said it masterfully. And we have to be 100% honest. Dave Chappelle on that first of all, historically, let's just go there. Historically, the LGBT community has been used as a ruse in order to force progress for a certain type of people and diminish progress for a certain type of people. Let me just prove my point. The reason why I say that is because in the LGBT community, it's outside of race. It's asexuality, right? The majority of people in that community are white. And other white folks are going to try to protect other white folks. And I just got to keep it real. How many countless black people have we seen get shot down unarmed by police? Nothing happens. No laws gets passed or anything. One nightclub gets shot up. And the next day there's a bunch of protect LGBT laws being signed into effect. This is what Dave Chappelle is talking about. This is essentially what Dave Chappelle is talking about. Dave Chappelle broke everything down to the point where you can't dispute the facts anymore. It's 100% true. What he said is 100% true. If you choose to ignore it, that's on you. But what he said on that special is 1000% true. The thing about it is, a lot of people hate to hear that, especially people from the LGBT community. They hate to hear that they still practice that part of white supremacy. It's 100% true. I believe that the LGBT community has found their way into practicing white supremacy with go-go boots on. You know what I mean? That's how I see it. That's how I see it. Because you cannot tell me that a group of folks that are, black folks, has been fighting for their rights for God knows how long, and LGBT people come out of nowhere on the backs of them due to the civil rights movement, and now they're getting more progressive rights than black people? What? Dave Chappelle even said that, before, when people were slaves, they should have wore halter tops and stuff. He was making fun of it, but it's true. It's insane. Not saying that they shouldn't deserve any rights. What I'm saying is, there's a group of people that deserve rights first, and there's everything on the contrary that's happening. There's even rappers that had interviews saying that when they were homeless, nobody cared until they said that they were bisexual. That's when they got all type of... It's insane. It shouldn't be that double standard. You know what I'm saying? It shouldn't be that type of... You feel me? I don't know. I'm just saying. What you guys think? I don't know. Do you guys agree with the Dave Chappelle comedy routine? Do you guys agree with it? Let me know down below. You know what I'm saying? Now, moving on to my next topic. The Gabby Pattito case. Oh my God. Alright, so if you guys are not aware, Bryan Laundrie, which is her fiance, or was her fiance, was actually found. First of all, his remains were found, and then it was just confirmed that those remains are of Bryan Laundrie. So let me just give you guys a quick backstory real quick. So Gabby Pattito is a YouTube vlogger that used to vlog these van life type of trips and stuff like that, and excursions and stuff. So she went on a couple, like a month or two road trip with her fiance. During that road trip, they probably got into like a little shouting match or whatever the case is, and got into a little argument. Police were called. They found marks on his body but not hers, but yet witnesses say later on that she was he was actually hitting her or whatever the case is. But anyway, so they ended up spending a night in the hotel separated until the next day, and then the Joe kept on going through their road trip or whatever the case is. Blah blah blah. Later on, Bryan Laundrie comes back home without Gabby, not saying anything to anybody. She becomes a missing person, and then this dude disappears. He says, yo, taking his backpack and going, yo, I'm out, I'm gonna go hiking, but your fiance isn't being found. Oh well, going hiking, right? And then they find her body. They identify her body. They find out the cause of death, that he was that she was strangled, right? Strangled to death. Now they're looking for her ex-fiance, who is the number one suspect at this point. Still a suspect, just still a suspect. Okay, he went missing. A lot of people were saying he was actually hiding out. Okay, whatever. A month goes by. A washed up bounty hunter even comes out and says, if you're listening, just turn yourself in, brother, and all this other stuff, right? Okay, that happens. All right. Then, fast forward, they find the remains of Bryan Laundrie, right where the family said he was, right? So, they find him. They find out that he is, that's him. There's a notebook right there. Now there's a lot of questions, like what happened? Did he kill himself or whatever the case is? There's a theory right now saying that an alligator actually ate most of his remains or whatever the case is. I have no idea. It seems like he might have killed himself. It seems like he might have, offed himself to try to get away from this whole craziness of what's going on. You know what I mean? That's what it seems like. But I really don't know. I can't say. But one thing I will say that it's very interesting, which brings back a old Patrice O'Neal bit, right? It brings back a very old Patrice O'Neal bit saying that that people care about white women when they go missing instead of other women, that when they go missing. You know what I'm saying? So I will have to agree with that, because it's funny that she goes missing, people go crazy. There's Black and Latin, even indigenous women that go missing every day. Nobody even makes a tweet about it. A white woman goes out of nowhere missing. She gets front page coverage nonstop. You know what I'm saying? And they started even calling it white women syndrome or white women lost syndrome or whatever the case is. And I'm gonna have to agree to that, because when it comes to we have to be honest, when it comes to the system of white supremacy and the system that we live in, there's a couple of things that's gonna happen. They're gonna put whiteness as innocent, as docile, as beautiful, in the beauty industry, in the news, or everything. And everything that's non-white is going to be violent, So I am not surprised on why, she was getting so much coverage. I'm not surprised as to why she was getting all this playing, all this looks, and, all the people, coming, like, just going to the stories and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not surprised. But the internet sleuths, oh my god. The internet sleuths, man, y'all were going crazy with that story. Y'all were going real crazy with that story, but yeah. So, I don't know. Let me know what y'all think. Up to y'all. Do you agree or disagree? I don't know. Anyway, next story. Facebook massive outage. Everybody that is addicted to their phone freaked out. Oh my god, Facebook went out. I deleted my Facebook a long time ago. I didn't even know what was going on. I just know that when I went to Instagram, I'm like, how come I'm not seeing big booties no more? What's going on? You know what I'm saying? But that's basically it. I left it alone. People were freaking out. You know what I mean? Especially people in DR, with that WhatsApp. But apparently it's very interesting. A whistleblower comes out and says that, hey, Facebook is doing all these, shady things behind the scenes, and then they get a massive outage like this. It's kind of, I don't know. It's kind of weird. You know what I mean? Doesn't add up. I'm just saying. And they're talking about recompensating certain people because, Facebook makes money, right? For ads and businesses that, they were running and stuff like that. Facebook is talking about compensating these people. So I don't know, do you guys think it's weird? Do you guys think it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Like, you know what I'm saying? Let me know what y'all think. Let me know what y'all think. But anyway, going on to the main topic, right? Black and Latinos shouldn't apologize for outside behavior. Now, what do I mean by that, right? Since I started the podcast, even before, right, when I would have these type of conversations with certain individuals, certain people, I would hear, well, Latin people are racist, and, well, look at this person, what about, you know what I'm saying? And I will constantly have to say, this person doesn't represent my group. This person is a coon, doesn't represent my group, right? I have to constantly say that. And also, I found something which is very peculiar. When Chivo did what he did, right? And he went viral off it. There was a certain black person that came into my space and basically demanded an apology off of Chivo's actions. And I'm like, what? What are you talking about? And he's like, yo, you down with black folks, right? I want an apology because that's your boy. I'm like, first of all, he's not my boy. Plenty of people are denouncing him. And also, why? I'm not going to give you no goddamn apology. For what? You know, I'm begging. For what? Relax. You know what I'm saying? And we got into this little back and forth talking about, oh, no, he was like, oh, no, you ain't real then. I'm like, I don't need your approval, homie. I'm good. I don't need your approval. Peace. You know what I'm saying? And it was really weird. It was really weird. So it kind of started a conversation within myself, saying that the last thing that we need is to apologize for outside buffoonery and Kumba type of behavior. That's the last thing that we need. For example, when these white folks or certain Latin people bring up the fact that black people are 13% of the population but commit 50%, you know, that little white supremacist talking point, right? Black folks don't need to be apologizing for, they can't, you know what I'm saying? That doesn't make sense. All of that right there does not make sense. It doesn't even add up. It doesn't make sense. So when I'm talking about, well, the way I was seeing it is I was saying like, okay, so this person wants me to apologize for some coon motherfucker, right? That got nothing to do with me, but because he feels some type of way and I'm having a certain stance, now he wants me to, who the hell do you think I am? You know what I'm saying? No, I'm not Al Sharpton. Get out of here with that. So I'm like, no, I'm not apologizing for outside coon behavior. No, get out of here with that. That's dumb. That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. And on top of that, and this is the reason why, on top of that, usually people who don't even want you around or want to support you or whatever the case is, or want a honest discourse, will bring up outside people that have nothing to do with the conversation at hand. Just because you're part of that ethnic or racial group, now apparently now all of them represent that group. You know what I'm saying? For example, I'm gonna just go back to Chivo. For example, when Chivo went viral, you know how many Dominicans was like, yo, he ain't with us. Yo, he ain't with us. Yo, he ain't with us. Yo, there was so many Dominicans was like, yo, he ain't Dominican. I know Dominicans. We ain't like that. You know what I'm saying? There was a lot of Dominicans saying that. A lot of Dominicans saying that. A lot. Now, is it true that he's not Dominican? You know what I mean? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But there was a lot of Dominicans saying that. A lot of them. Now, would it be fair for us to be like, well, we apologize for Chivo's behavior? No. No, people should already know that this individual doesn't represent the whole group. He ain't running for president. You know what I'm saying? We didn't vote this dude in. Get out of here with that. No. If these people ain't that smart to figure that one out, then you shouldn't even be having a conversation. You feel me? Yeah, horns, you feel me? You know what I mean? But yeah, that's stupid. That makes no type of sense. We should not be apologizing for outside behavior. You feel me? Also, recently, I was having this little back and forth with somebody on Twitter, and they were like, well, Candace Owens is your people. She's Caribbean. I was like, what? Since when she's Caribbean? But I'm like, she ain't with me. I don't represent her. Get out of here with that. You know what I'm saying? That type of talk and mentality doesn't make sense. We shouldn't be apologizing for outside behavior. We should not be apologizing for what some of these little knuckleheads do. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, the whole Trinitarios with Junior type of situation. We shouldn't be apologizing for that. You know what I'm saying? That's some like ghetto bum. You know what I'm saying? Nah, we shouldn't be apologizing for that. You know what I'm saying? That was some street stuff. Got nothing to do with us. Got nothing to do with us. You know what I mean? But a lot of times people like to find a way to shit on us. It's a fact. I find that a lot of times some of these people like to shit on us. And frankly, it's very easy to pick those things apart. We don't represent those type of people. Plain and simple. You know what I'm saying? We shouldn't even be saying that. You know what I'm saying? The way I feel is whenever somebody goes and comes and says, well, what about, I'm just going to stop and be like, okay, then I'm going to just pick out one of your coons. What about this? You know what I'm saying? Once they say, well, this person doesn't represent, well, that person doesn't represent us either. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make sense. We shouldn't be apologizing for outside behavior. You know what I mean? We should not be apologizing for outside behavior. We should not be apologizing and begging down to another group just because we're allies. No. If those type of people want to still believe that, then let them believe that. Y'all could be over there. I'm going to be over here building with my own group. You know what I'm saying? That's what we should be on. That's the type of time that we should be on. You feel me? We shouldn't be on no type of like begging and pleading and all that other stuff. Nah, I'm not with that. You feel me? I'm not with that. Because if certain people aren't smart enough to figure out that everybody of a certain group doesn't represent that group, then I don't have time to talk to you. You feel me? Then we don't got time to talk. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, let me know what you guys think about this episode. I know it was a little shorter than usual. It's all good. Don't worry about it. Tell me what you guys think about the new visuals. You know what I mean? Y'all like it? You know what I'm saying? Remember, this episode is sponsored by RadFit Pro. You know, get Ogun, get Cleopatra, get both of them in the same time, get hot together. You know, even it got no THC though. It got no THC. I'm just playing. Go to radfitpro.com. Get y'all joints today. Use promo code RADICAL for 10% off. Now, let me leave you guys with one of my favorite quotes. I'd rather die on my feet than live on my knees. And if black and brown unity doesn't happen within my lifetime, I might not change the world, but I might inspire the mind that will. With that being said, I'm going to catch y'all later. Peace!